Bueno, muchas gracias. Gracias por la
Okay,
invitación.
thank
No
you
sé
very
por
much.
qué soy
Thank
el
you very much
último.
for the invitation. I don't know why
No
I'm
sé si debo
last.
agradecerlo.
I don't know if I should be
Nací en
thankful for that or not. I
1968.
was born
Eso
in
quiere decir que nací en
1968. That
dictadura.
means
Mis
that I was
papás
born under
se habían
the military
ingresado por el Partido
dictatorship.
Obrero, o sea que
My
pasé mis primeros
parents
6 meses
were
en San
part of
Justo.
a leftish,
Pasé la primaria en Jardín
left-wing party,
Infantes con
so
el
I spent
peronismo.
the first
Empecé en
years
el
in San
peronismo en la
Justo.
primaria, después
I was
empezó la
raised
dictadura y
through
se acabó la
peronism,
primaria
then
la
came the
nueva
dictatorship,
dictadura que fue la última, por
and
suerte.
the last
Los dos
dictatorship.
primeros años de la secundaria en
I
dictadura
spent
y desde el
the
84 para acá vivimos en democracia, pero en el
first
medio
years
tuvimos
of
la
my high
hiperinflación
school.
más grande del mundo.
Then we lived in democracy, but
Más
we
alta
had the
del
highest
mundo, el primer
hyperinflation in the
default
world,
más
the
grande del
first
siglo
default, the
XXI.
largest default in the 21st
Digo
century,
esto para
and
nuestros amigos
so
que
on and
están
so forth.
muy
I'm saying that
preocupados,
for
tuvieron
our
20
friends
años
that are
de
so
tranquilidad.
concerned,
Les vamos a
they've
explicar
had
nosotros
20
cómo se
years of
hace
calm, so
para...
let us share with them how to do it.
Bienvenidos.
Welcome to our world.
Soy músico
I
y
am a
artista sonoro, eso quiere
musician
decir que
and a
trabajo,
sound artist.
digamos,
That means
escucho más
that
que
I
miro.
listen more than
Por
I
eso es un
look.
PowerPoint muy
That is
feo.
why I put together a horrible PowerPoint
Bien,
presentation.
los ejemplos que quería dar, se me ocurrió
So
dar
in
uno
this minute
muy
I
concreto
have,
de lo
I
último
thought
que
that
hice,
I
por
would
eso me
provide
acordé bien de lo que
certain
hice,
very
y que
specific
va
examples.
en línea
The
con
word,
algunas
the
cosas que
latest
vimos
I've
acá,
done,
que
that's
es
why I remember
cómo
them
ocupar un
clearly.
espacio
And I
específico y un
wanted
tiempo
to show you
específico en
how
un
we
museo
occupy a specific
con
time, a
tracciones árabes.
specific place in a museum working only with your flesh and blood. Okay, do you want to do it?
Es el lugar que hice la obra es
So the place where I
Cultural
did
de la
this
Ciencia.
is the Cultural Center
Es
of
como la
Science.
Explora de Colombia, solo que se creó hace
It's just like
un
they showed
año,
in Colombia, but it was
mucho más
created
pequeña.
1 year ago, and it was much smaller in scale. So
Volvemos para atrás. Me invitaron al mes del sonido.
last month was the
Me
month of
invitaron a
sound.
hacer algo en esos
So
espacios
they
porque ellos
invited
saben que yo
me
hago
to do
cosas en
something
sitios
in those
específicos.
spaces because they know that I
Entonces fui
do
a ver el
things
lugar,
in
ese
specific
es el
places.
hall
So
del
I
Centro
went to
Cultural de
see
la
the
Ciencia,
place.
y
This is
yo
the
vi que ahí
hall
iba a poder hacer
of
tres
the
cosas.
Cultural Center of Science, and I realized
Llevar
that
un
I could do
coro
3 different
para
things.
cantar con
To
ese
bring
coro
a
y que la
choir
gente
so
viva
that
la
I could
experiencia de
sing with
escucharlo en
them,
distintos
and so
lugares.
that people could
Primero
listen
canta
to
acá
them from
arriba,
different places.
después
I mean,
baja, canta
first
acá
we
abajo,
sang
después
here
canta
up,
al fondo.
and then
O sea,
at the bottom, and
experiencia de
then at the back.
escuchar un coro desde
So
lejos,
it
desde
was an
cerca,
experience to hear a
rodeándote.
choir from
Una experiencia
above, from
sensible y
behind,
flexible.
around
El
you.
otro
A very
juego
simple
importante, como era el
experience.
mes del sonido,
Another
era trabajar sobre
important
la
thing,
acústica
since
del
it
lugar.
was the
¿Cómo
month of
funciona
sound,
ese lugar?
was to work with the
Todo paredes
acoustics of the place.
todo piso
How
de
does it
vidrio, paredes
work?
de vidrio.
Because all the
Trabajar con la
glasses,
acústica del
all
lugar era
the
lo que me
walls are
interesaba.
glasses, and
Y
it
lo
was
último es
very interesting to
pura
work with the
diversión. Acá hay
acoustics of
unas
the place.
escaleras mecánicas
And the
que suben y
last
que
was
bajan,
pure
y
fun.
hay un
There
poema
are
de Oliverio
escalators
Giroto que
here,
termina
and there
en
is a
sube las
poem by
escaleras
Oliverio
arriba y bajo las
Giroto
escaleras
that
abajo, y
ends up by
dije,
saying,
voy a
and I
sacar
go
por
up
ahí y la vamos a
the
pasar muy bien.
escalator, and I go down the
Que es
escalator, and
como
I
en
say,
inglés se
okay, let's
dice,
do in the
jugar,
escalators,
play,
and we're going to have
hacer
a lot of
música y
time. Let's
tocar.
play
La otra cosa
with
que decidí
sound.
fue que en vez de hacerme el artista
And
ecléctico, iba a
one
invitar
more
todo esto a la
thing
gente que
was
llegaba.
that
Es un museo de
instead of
ciencia,
playing the
eran
eclectic
toda gente
artists, I
joven,
was
más chicos,
going to
papás de los
invite
chicos, y quería
all the
explicarles
people
cosas.
in. I wanted to explain it to them very clearly as they came in.
Este es el momento epifánico donde el
So
coro,
this was the
música inaudita, va
epiphany
bajando
where
mientras
the
canta la
choir
canción que
is
les
going
compuse que dice
down,
bienvenidos.
where they are singing the song that I wrote for them that basically says welcome.
Luego de hacer esta cuestión, les expliqué cómo
After
funcionaba la
this, I
acústica del
explained to
lugar.
them how the acoustics
Eso
of
es
the
un
place
recurso para
worked.
todos los que
And
trabajan
this
en
is a
museo, lo
resource
que
for
vemos en
everyone that
talleres.
works in a museum,
Cómo
and we've
suena
done
un
it in our
lugar
workshop. How a
depende
place
de cómo está
sounds
construido. ¿Y
depends
cómo
on how
hago
it's
para saber cómo
built.
suena un lugar? Tengo un
And
recurso. Les voy a
in order
pedir
to do that,
un
I have a
aplauso
resource.
a la
Do
cuenta de
one
tres.
applause when we count 3.
1, 2, 3. And listen. 1, 2, 3. Problemas que tienen los museos.
Some problems that museums have, very tough walls, very tough floors, sound bounces back. It's very hard to understand human voice. So we need to send our architects to learn acoustics, actually. Let me play the video and let's see the most fun times of all when we were going up and down the escalators.
Ahí me
And there is something that we call oral architecture. There's a book on it that says that every place sounds in a different place, and that's the digital sound footprint that is determined by two different factors, the permanent factors, the way it's built, the material and everything, but also the number of people. If there weren't the same number of people here in this room, the sound would be different because we absorb sound. We are like sponges, not only because of ourselves, but because of our clothes. That is why the same sound is heard differently in different spaces. And this is what I work with, what I've been working with for the last 10 years to try to make those things more audible. So, the key aspect of it all is that the digital sound footprint works if you're listening. And this is something that you need to work on at a museum. In some cases, you can change things, and when you find a certain space, you can be a judo fighter with the energy that the place provides and not try to modify it. Thank you very much.